Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving headfirst into something that's really making waves, maybe shaking things up a bit in the wellness scene for 2025. It's called Piguiay GLP-1 Drops. We're basing this on a YouTube review that's, well, getting a lot of attention. And our mission today, pretty simple. Unpack whether these natural weight management drops actually do what they say, support metabolism, control appetite, or is it just maybe clever marketing? The idea itself, though, supporting your body naturally without synthetics, that's really appealing, isn't it?
It really is. And what's fascinating here, I think, is how something is presented as, a natural alternative that's inspired by a complex mechanism like GLP-1. That immediately raises a question for you as you're looking at these new options. What does that inspiration actually mean in practice? What are you really getting?
Okay, let's unpack that because not everyone's an endocrinologist, right?
Yeah.
So maybe first, what exactly is GLP-1 and why is this whole inspired mechanism thing so intriguing for a product like these adolescentes salutables or healthy slimming drops, as they call them?
Good question. So GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide 1, it's a hormone your body naturally makes. It's really important for regulating appetite. It slows down how fast your stomach empties so you feel fuller for longer, and it helps manage blood sugar. So when a product says it's GLP-1 inspired, the aim is to sort of tap into those natural body functions for weight management.
Okay.
But the difference is key. It's not a direct agonist like the prescription drugs. It's more like the inspiration suggests these drops might support your body's own signals. Think of it less like a perfect key for a lock and more like providing maybe the building blocks or just a gentle nudge to encourage your own systems. Things like satiety, blood sugar regulation, supporting those, not forcing them.
Right, a supportive role.
Yeah.
So beyond that concept, what's actually in these drops that's meant to do that? The product itself is a liquid, right?
Yeah.
Easy to take.
Exactly. Liquid drops. Just a few under the tongue, or you can mix them in water. Quick, easy absorption. And the main ingredient they highlight, according to the source, is moringa.
Moringa, okay. I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's been known for ages, really. Super nutrient dense. It's packed with antioxidants, essential vitamins. It's known to help with digestion, regulate blood sugar, just support overall wellness, really.
Yeah.
And the company seems to really lean into the plant-based extracts angle. They make a point of saying no artificial additives, no synthetic fillers, no harmful chemicals. That's a big draw for people.
Definitely. Plant-based, natural. That resonates.
Yeah.
So we have these plant compounds, this interesting inspired mechanism idea, but often the big barrier with health stuff is just getting it, access. So how does that look for these drops, especially compared to, say, those pharmaceutical GLP-1 drugs? That seems like a major selling point.
It is a huge point. Unlike the pharmaceuticals, which, can be expensive and definitely need a prescription, Piguiay drops don't. So yeah, they're available to way more people.
But hang on. If there's no prescription, how do you, the consumer, really know about the quality or the consistency of those plant extracts compared to something tightly regulated?
That's a really critical point to think about. It puts more responsibility on you, the consumer, to do your homework. And it's important to remember these drops are meant to complement what you're already doing. They're not a magic bullet. They work best, according to the source, as part of that bigger picture balanced diet, regular activity.
Right, so it's not a replacement for healthy habits.
Exactly, it's support.
Okay, so if we step back and look at the bigger picture, that natural, accessible approach is attractive, no doubt. But what are the limitations? You mentioned it's not like the prescription stuff.
Right, and that's what critics might point out. While these natural drops could potentially help with appetite and metabolism support, they probably won't deliver those, really dramatic, clinically proven results you might see with prescription GLP-1 treatments.
So expectations need to be managed.
Absolutely. And isn't there a risk there? If you see GLP-1 on the label, even if it says inspired, you might expect something closer to the drug effect.
That's a definite concern. It really highlights why realistic expectations are so important.
Results are going to vary from person to person. The source itself mentions you need patience. These are designed for gradual, sustainable support, not some kind of overnight fix.
Makes sense.
And there's also, a call for more transparency, more info on where the ingredients come from, maybe some longer-term studies, specific dosage benefits. That kind of stuff builds trust.
Okay, so there are cautions. But despite those, you said the YouTube review mentioned positive feedback from early users.
Yeah, apparently so. Users seem to praise them for being gentle, which is nice, convenient to use, obviously, and supportive in just sticking to healthier habits. People reported things like snacking less, maybe better digestion, and seeing noticeable progress and this is key, when they combine the drops with exercise and mindful eating.
So maybe it helps quiet that 3 p.m. chocolate craving, like you said, but as part of a whole plan.
That seems to be the idea.
And that affordability factor we touched on earlier must play a role too, a budget-friendly alternative.
Mhm.
So bringing it all together, what does this really mean for you, the listener, considering these drops?
Well, to sum it up, the Piguiay GLP-1 drops are positioned as a promising addition, potentially, to a natural weight management toolkit. They combine moringa's health benefits with that GLP-1 inspired approach to appetite control.
Offering what seems like a gentle, practical, and, well, natural option for someone on their wellness journey.
Exactly. And this whole deep dive, I think, really shows us a fascinating trend in wellness right now. This constant search for health solutions that are accessible and feel natural. So, maybe a final thought for you to reflect on. As you navigate your own health choices, what does natural truly mean to you? And really consider that difference between an inspired mechanism in a supplement and a regulated pharmaceutical drug. Understanding those distinctions, demanding transparency, and keeping expectations realistic. That's probably key when exploring any new kind of wellness support.